Welcome back to my channel. We are in Nusa Penida right now, and we took about an hour from Canggu to the Sanur Port in Denpasar, and from there we booked a ferry. We paid 150 one way, and I think you should not be paying any more than that. They did try to charge us more, but we knew this was the price we wanted, so pro tip, 150 is your charge. So the first boat from Sanur to Nusa Penida leaves at 7 AM and you want to get there early because you want to have like a full day on the Penida island at least, because it seems like it's a little tough to travel around, so you might be spending more time traveling to locations than you think. So the earlier the better. It took us 45 minutes from Sanur to Nusa Penida, and it was a hella choppy ride, yeah, so be ready for it. I never get seasick, and I was like questioning whether I was about to throw up or not, so watch out for that. We suggest you don't wear sneakers because you need to kind of wade into the water to get onto the ferries. So slippers, water shoes, something you can take off easily, and it's the same thing when you arrive here as well. And yep, that's all you need to know for now. Let's go and explore Penida.
Our first stop was to rent a bike for our stay. There are plenty of options available, and the going price by the port seems to be about 100k for 24 hours.
Hi.
I think he's giving us a good price.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, another note is, as soon as we got off the ferry, a guy came and told us that there are no bikes available on the island for rent. That is a flat out lie. We walked about 100 meters and we found plenty of bikes. The next most important thing is that once you enter the island and you turn to your right hand side and start walking that way, there will be a counter with a board up saying that you have to pay a tax of 25,000 for entering the island. This is not compulsory at all, and it's not something everyone pays, because we asked another foreigner coming back out of there, did you pay to enter the island? And she said no. So at which point Shehan refused to pay, and the guy who was there asking for the money, he actually tried to take our bike keys. So just make a note of this. If you come into the island and you head left, you have a road where nobody asks you to pay anything, and you can cut across the center of the island as well. So don't get caught with this. Yeah, and right now we're having our first meal for the day. We stopped by the local Varung, and we got a very simple meal. It's kind of expensive. It's still 25,000 and 5,000 for a bottle of water. So we're going to finish our meal and start exploring ASAP.
Yeah.
Our next stop was Pura Dalem Ped, a very important sacred temple in Nusa Penida. It is so sacred that you aren't allowed to enter without wearing their traditional Balinese clothes. We actually rented ours for 20,000 from the shop opposite the temple.
Like a real Balinese local.
Terima kasih.
I was curious about this temple. It had a dark history, and it is told that a long time ago, Nusa Penida was an island of black magic. People actually avoided Penida for a very long time. Bali even used to send some of their criminals to be imprisoned in Penida. After many failed attempts in the ancient times, a general defeated the evil spirit that ruled the island. The Balinese believe in the balance between good and evil. As such, this temple was not built to vanquish evil, but more likely to keep the evil spirits at bay. I think that there has been a festival recently. As you can see, there's like a lot of props and a lot of garments draped around the statues. So this is a really great experience for us. There's not a single other person here except for us who is not local. Shan is gonna take you guys for a swim out there. I think that one of the things that I loved the most about Penida was how beautiful and clean the water was all around the island. It made it so much easier to just pick a random spot and get in, as long as it's safe, of course.
What?
Hold this.
I hope so.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah?
Here.
See if it will.
Yes. Starting, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come.
GoPro is still on, by the way. Turn it around. We just dropped our bob. Carry on.
Aku juga masih punya perasaan sama seperti dirimu. Ingin cinta, ingin hati, ingin sayang.
So afterwards, we followed this extremely deadly road to our next location, coming right up.
Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. This is called Tembeling Beach, and on the way to the beach you find this really cool freshwater spring here. There's a temple here as well, but the cool thing is you can actually jump from there. I didn't do it, but Shehan did. I did a graceful little cannonball from here. But yeah, this has been an amazing find because it's about 3 or 4 and there's not a soul here. There's just people passing by. It's been amazing. Probably the best thing in Nusa Penida. Has been absolutely a gem of a find, and it's not crowded and it's just so beautiful. We came here at about 3:15, so the lighting was just right. When I was coming to Nusa Penida, I thought I was going to have to make peace with the fact that everything is going to be touristy. I just asked the guy who rented us the motorbike to give us some recommendations, and he recommended Tembeling spring and beach. So this is the beach, and what you saw earlier is the spring, and both are just so stunning and such a great experience. This is what I came here looking for, and I'm so happy I found it.
We thought we'd show you our room in Nusa Penida. excuse how messy it is, but it's very nice. Nice clean bathrooms with hot water.
Only $14.
That is the common area. They rent out bikes for 75,000 a day. Yep. And now we are going out for dinner. So that night we were joined by two fellow Sri Lankan YouTubers, Travel with Wife. They also happened to be in Nusa Penida at the same time, and we thought, hey, what better time to meet for the first time than right now.
Travel with Wife. Follow them. Good morning. Coffee stop on our way to watch the sunrise at either Kelingking Beach or Broken Beach. I don't know, we'll see. Gonna meet with Travel with Wife there. Subscribe to their YouTube channel if you guys haven't already. Awesome content on Sri Lanka.
We're back at the lady's house. And they've got petrol too.
So we are at Kelingking Beach and it is about 6:30 in the morning. We've made it here just in time for sunrise. Us and Travel with Wife are the only people who are here, so we're super happy. We've got all our shots and everything. So if you guys are staying a night on Penida, something like this is what you should try because it is so gorgeous and there's not a single person around. It's amazing. So it took us 1 hour to get here from the northern side of the island. This is actually closer to the port that you went to when you first come to the island. So next up is Broken Beach and hopefully it will be just check this out. To Broken Beach and it is amazingly beautiful. So the ride was about maybe a very bumpy half an hour from Kelingking Beach, and yep, it wasn't too bad. We were able to Google Maps the location here, but only on certain sims. My smart friend sim doesn't seem to be working on this island that well, especially not in the central areas. Travel with Wife behind the scenes.
It was soon time for us to go our separate ways. Travel with Wife were on their way to Malang, and if you'd like to see more on that adventure, make sure you check out their channel. Shehan and I, on the other hand, grabbed a quick breakfast and headed to the port once again to get a boat to go to the neighboring island of Lembongan.
Thank you. Lembongan.
Hi guys, so now we're done with our Penida adventures and Nusa Penida has been a little bit better than Bali for us. We were able to discover some really awesome non-touristy places and we visited a few really touristy places. really early in the morning. Surprisingly, we had it all to ourselves and it was really enjoyable. Penida is so beautiful, so if you come here, definitely spend one night, maybe two, depending on the time that you have, and just try and get to some of the touristy sites early and try and go off the beaten path. There's a ton of places that are like yet to be discovered, so yeah, just be a little adventurous and you'll have a great time. So we're leaving Penida now and we're going to Lembongan. We're taking a public boat which is costing us 50k. All you have to do is turn right from the point of entry onto the island and walk about 100 to 200 meters depending on where you enter the island. Ask any of the locals which way to go to book a public boat to Lembongan and they'll point you in the right direction. They will keep hassling you, asking you whether you want a bike, whether you want a car, whether you want whatever. Just tell them that you're looking for a public boat to Lembongan and they'll point you in the right direction. So yeah, now we're just waiting 15 minutes until the boat fills up and we'll be on our way to Lembongan.
You can see the spot in West Island.
We want to get our own bike.
Bike or if we need.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We arrived on Lembongan and immediately rented a bike so that we could explore both Lembongan and the neighboring island of Cennigan. The two islands are connected by this yellow bridge which is called the Bridge of Love. Our first stop would be the Mangrove Forest on Lembongan itself. The mangrove forest was so different compared to the other landscape we had seen so far that we had to make sure we checked it out first. They offer boat tours with lunch included and even snorkeling. After checking out the mangrove forest, we drove to our next location, the Devil's Tear. This is a pretty awesome attraction. The sea was a little calmer the day that we went, but I must say that the power of the waves hitting against the rock left us in awe, and we even found ourselves grabbing a seat and waiting for the next big wave to hit. Finally, we crossed the bridge to explore the one location in Cennigan that I had been waiting for all day, Blue Lagoon. The water here was by far the bluest I had ever come across. Unfortunately, there is no way to actually get down to the beach and enjoy this unreal looking water, but it was totally worth it even just to admire it from afar. By this point, we were starving. We decided to grab lunch and came across a Sumatran warung that had some of the best Indonesian food we had tried so far. I mean, just look at this. And finally, it was time to head back to Bali. We knew that we would be ending our adventures in Lembongan, so we made sure to book our tickets back to Bali from Lembongan while we were booking our ticket to Penida a day ago. Make sure you check which port in Lembongan your ferry is arriving to. Most often it will be the one on the other end of the island. We didn't realize this and we almost missed our ride back. Nusa Penida was an amazing experience. We really enjoyed it and highly recommend that you stay one night to get the full experience. If you are still watching up until this point, thank you so much. Make sure you drop a comment below and let us know what you liked or what you didn't like about this video. Stay tuned for more Bali vlogs coming soon and I will see you guys in the next one.